Like if you ask us anything about this project, we know the Bible to it. You know, we know the Bible to it. We've been having meetings about this show for the past 3 months, almost every second day, every week, to make sure it's impeccable by the time we do it this Friday on the 27th. Yeah. We called almost all the theaters in Johannesburg.
We almost even opened that one that's closed. We said we'll renovate.
Yeah.
That's how serious
it's going to trap our money. You were explaining in the beginning why you got involved in this thing, and because you love jokes.
I love jokes. I saw an opportunity of doing what I love. So I decided, no, since we've been doing this, let's rather make it a brand. Let's keep it going. It mustn't be a once-off thing. I'm looking at like in the next year or two, we should have an international star that we're bringing here. The comedies, to do comedy here with Mudziwa projects.
People might not know this. Some of the biggest shows that have been hosted here, we've hired comedians, we've hosted festivals, we've done all these things almost. Like now, almost 20. What is 2008 until today? Almost 19 years now, you see.
19,
And then this new baby is not that old, but Mudziwa Projects, we've been working with them with comedy shows for the past almost 5 years now. We'll discuss it with my team tonight, and tomorrow morning we'll announce, so that maybe we can increase the hype around the ticket points of sale.
Okay, it's likely to happen though.
All right. Can you tell us where can people get tickets?
Web ticket, Boxer, and Pick and Pay.
That's great. Get your tickets. Laughter in Soweto happening on Friday, the 27th of February, 2026.
If you need a night of pure laughter, come through to Chafbozi at Orlando Towers in Soweto on Friday, the 27th February, for a comedy show called Laughter in Soweto.
Capricorn FM. This was 2006 or 7, somewhere there. 2007, 6, 7, 7, somewhere there. Prior that, we're playing it on YFM. So obviously there will be jokes and clips of comedians, international comedians, but I was not like, it's not a thing for me. So now in 2008, there's a guy called Chiro Muzira. He's like, my man, we are doing a comedy, competition, scouting show. Think of Talent Search. I'm like, okay, cool. What do you want me to do? He's like, you're going to be the judge. I'm like, I think it was 2008. So, but when those guys started up at that time, well, they can. If you interview them like this, they're gonna tell you. If I interview Chris Rock, I know I've seen a million of his interviews. I'm a fan. He's in the top 5 of funniest people for me in the world, actually. So if you interview him, I know very well he's going to tell me about Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy and them and guys from back then. Arguably, Richard Pryor was probably the first black guy to be recognized at a commercial level as a comic and as a job,
Penny Mac and them.
And then those guys came, they looked up to those guys, generations, and so on and so on. And then after that, we had to call the main judge on the main show. With Talent Search, you have to do a bunch of searches. And on the main show, we brought in a guy called Kidiwani Mlaus to be the main judge, because us, we were not clued up about comedy. Kidiwani was already writing material, already worked at Pure Monati show.
Okay.
So that was my first experience when I realized, this I would pick them. Hey, this joke is funny. And that's when I was like, let me make a turnaround time. Don't ever stand on stage and not be funny for more than 90 seconds. I'm telling you.
That's when they say you died on stage.
You died on stage, man. Like, I mean, you don't go to board at it. I've heard 90 minutes. Hey, like, I mean, really.
Why are you sacrificing with basis? I want to kill this one. My erectile is not dysfunctional. Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists. I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati. We're winning everyone.
Nippycast.
Hola, hater, who's it? Back at it again this time around. It's Nippycast, the special edition. This special edition is got to Modare Sazin. This one is Laughter in Soweto special edition with Mudziwa Projects. and on the ones and twos. You know him. The other time I introduced him as what Tinats.
Yeah.
Now he's back here. He's got an alter ego name.
Yeah.
Mudziwa. I mean, how's it?
I'm okay. How are you, my man?
I'm cool. It's been we recorded that podcast at Waterfall. Was it 3 years ago?
3 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. It was episode 40 something. Yeah, was it 40 something? I forgot. But it was a while back. I remember I was sitting at the balcony. I remember one of your friends was watching it and saying like, hey, why were you guys just sitting there and talking nonsense? Like, no, that's the podcast, man.
Yeah.
So today
That's the fun part about it, yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, a backup podcast is similar to the one time when we were starting over, maybe 4 or 5 years ago when we were starting with Nippycast. Well, there was a guy called Mega, was a contributor, a heavy contributor. He was like, Mami, what is podcast? We should record the first one. I'm like, no, podcast is like me sitting in your living room and talking. It's like, oh, that's the thing? I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay, let's record. We recorded, then I left editing. It was early days, I think episode 10, episode 11, I think almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Then it's like, the next day when I came back with the final product, with the opening, whatever sequence and all those funny things, after editorials, he's like, oh, so this is the podcast. I'm like, yeah. He's like, but it's long. It's 1 hour. I'm like, yeah, we're speaking. Don't you speak for 3 hours when you're sitting at home? You know?
You should have just told him it's like a radio with cameras.
Radio with cameras, for lack of a better word.
A radio with no frequency.
You didn't understand. What I liked about him, he went and researched and they came back. The next episode, then he started understanding what's going on. But you would also remember in 2015, I said we have got cameras at the house.
Yes.
And I said, guys, and we talk a lot of things.
I remember.
We speak about a lot of things that add value, that can add value to somebody's life out there who's not well aware, you know. The number the reading of them. Let's just put these things up there like this at angles.
Just talk.
And talk. Obviously, if it gets us in trouble, we'll edit it out. And there will be humor in there. There will be knowledge. There will be subliminal things. It's like your typical bar talks where not bar talks. Bar like bar. Bar at a bar. Bar talking. Bar talks. Talking at a bar. Yeah, I know that one is going to go like so. It's like not Barani talking to a random guy who's well invested in certain information, like our doctor Marani Sadivichito and advising certain medical things that you would never know if unless Nuzra that by that particular time. But somebody out there would never know, but they can watch our podcast and we share information. That's the bottom line of the podcast. We're sharing information generally. So today, obviously, Mudziwa needs no introduction. I've known him for, 100 years?
Yeah.
30 or more years or something like that, you see.
Yeah.
And then we spoke together on that podcast about Pretoria, where we met, which was around 2001, 2, somewhere there. We spoke about DJing. We spoke about Pretoria as a town. We spoke about the future of it, and we're having a gig that particular night. Yeah. And then now we are back to talk to you about something that is now kind of like closer to our heart, which we kind of like started at that time. Yeah. Because when it did Blamanamajita, we also have humor. As we've got another type of comedy. Not the stage one.
Not the stage one.
Yeah, we've got the unsafe one. Everybody has good humor, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
All of us. In fact, most of the people that hang around with us, if not all. Yeah. Most of the... we are not easy to handle, man.
Yeah, humor is
a lot of people wouldn't be friends with us.
If they're not up to date with our school of thought on humor. Because humor starts from where, if you think about it? Yeah, to eat months out of baby workers. I want to explain this. I know it sounds wrong. Let's say you're still you're still inside your mom. You are capable of hearing people talking, apparently, right? And then you are capable of hearing your mom laugh, right? Because you're inside. You can hear she's laughing and the giggles, and then whenever if there's a sweat going on, I think that's the trigger of humor.
Yeah, because that's why they also say if you go to gym, if you are a lady, when you're pregnant, the baby gets active. You have an active baby.
Or even after birth. Oh, so the guys want to give them a body, jogger, when they were pregnant. Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know about that one. So, but I guess it starts there. Because I mean, I was laughing the other day. I don't know if it was funny, but it was funny to me. My daughter was still in an incubator. She chuckled. I'm like, hey, where do you know the joke? I mean, you're not more than 2 days old. Hey, joke ni dibisare. She chuckled. I don't know if it's humor that we know, or if she was just if her muscles of her face were acting up. But it was a chuckle that you can tell her, or if it's a dream, or I don't know. I wouldn't know because they were like a couple of days old.
She could hear you.
She could hear
me. Let me smile, you know.
Yeah, so
that is here.
So you would not know, because Nacheka, we don't even make space for it to or ifuke. Ask what Chiseo. Even at church, man, even when you're serious, even at a funeral, when you're serious and people are crying and the pastor cracks a joke, you won't wait until the funeral finishes. It will come in between the cries and then whatnot, and then you laugh and then you go back to mourning. Have you realized that?
Yeah.
No,
what about those ones when you're at the funeral is passing with a coach there? Say, hey, hear me out. And everybody look.
And then I said the back seat. Be like, dude, we're serious over here.
Yeah.
And there's always those guys, you know. One thing I've seen with funerals, as much as we're saying humor is there and here and there, some pastors use not funerals, or well, some use funerals to but some pastors use humor at funerals to calm you down. So everywhere, even at school. And I'm saying even if you're in a public taxi or even in public, even like there's always a joke, man. You'll find some special kind of guy there. You know? Like yesterday with the production meeting. What was the introduction there? Because somebody was talking. We're not going to mention names. What was the introduction? Somebody said, okay.
You wanted to start with the prayer. And you told there are different prayers.
Yeah, because there's different religions. And it's like, I know, there's only one. It's versatile. So for me, I think it keeps the world running. Imagine if we're all serious the whole day. Imagine, man. Imagine.
Laughter is good for your heart, man.
Yeah.
It's good for your health, even.
No. You feel better. You feel better.
Yeah, you feel better, yeah.
Like if you're leaving the office, your boss depressed the hell out of you, and then you come to this comedy show.
Yeah.
By the time you leave, you have long forgotten about your boss. I'm telling you.
And you won't write that retirement letter that you were going to write
on Monday.
Of anger.
After all, on Monday. You'll be like, oh, there's other things in life.
Some sort of therapy. It's therapy. Comedy is therapy.
Yeah. It's actually for free, because real therapy, they're not going to bill you the entrance fee money. Real therapy, it will be those ones from the movies. I'm telling you.
Come to our therapy.
Come to our therapy. It's cheap. It's cheap therapy.
Bring you 12 therapists.
And original and proper. You know, so, maybe I want us to talk about the history on your side for comedy, and how you fell in love with now making shows of comedy, and how you fell in love with it. Just liking jokes or comics or comedians. Your first experience with a comedian, when and how, because now you've reached a point where now you are the owner of these things.
I can't remember, but it's years back. Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
The Martin Show. That was my first introduction into like comedy.
With Regina.
Yeah.
And Sinead.
Yeah,
that was funny. It was way ahead of time for South Africans at that time.
Yeah. Then we went to this the Wayans guy, where Gina is the wife now on the show.
This is my wife and kids.
My wife and kids.
Yes.
There's that. Oh, then I started watching stand-up. And I watched Chris Rock. I thought no one will ever be funnier than this guy. Yeah. There comes Cat Williams. I'm like,
It's another level.
So even me, I'm just a guy who likes cracking jokes, you know.
So, but when those guys started up at that time, they can, if you interview them like this, they're going to tell you, if I interview Chris Rock, I know I've seen a million of his interviews. I'm a fan. He's in the top 5 of funniest people. For me, in the world, actually. So if we interview him, I know very well he's going to tell me about Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy and them and guys from back then. Arguably, Richard Pryor was probably the first black guy to be recognized at a commercial level as a comic and as a job. You know,
Penny Mac and them.
And then those guys came, they looked up to those guys, generations, and so on and so on. Because the stand-up comedy from the Americans or all other countries were more international and more English or more local language of wherever they're coming from, either it's Britain or America or wherever, whichever country. But now, if we come to South Africa, let's maybe look at the first few guys to do this thing, man. Because for me, I don't know about you, maybe you can start, or in the South African leg of things, leaving the international aspect of things. Because there was a shape-shifting moment here, a groundbreaking or defining moment in the scene.
Because I think in South Africa, really, my first experience was with Sdumo. School is nice,
Joe Mafera.
Joe Mafera for me.
Yeah, the late.
And then later on came all these guys. Who's the other guy that I used to? Guys like Eugene Costa. They're the ones who introduced them, especially this thing of being a co-host as a comedian for radio shows.
Oh, yes.
But the very first guy, we must give props to this guy, man. Friend Joe, when he used to do it with Dada Man, remember?
Oh, yes, on ETV.
Yeah. And then
the Fred Joe show?
Yeah, but after that, you remember he had a show where Dada Man were also like the sidekicks. Yeah, on YFM Metro.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when we could see it being professionalized. But it was early days because I never thought you could make a career out of being a stand-up comic until I started seeing guys like Loiso, David Kau, Kagiso and them during the days of Pure Monati show. Ronnie Mudimule. Is it Ronnie Mudimule?
I think so.
Yes. When I say Mudimule, I'm thinking about the mountain. Yes, it is. He's our friend. Why am I forgetting his name?
Just like that.
Because of the Pure Monati show, it introduced us to a whole lot of other comics that broke new grounds.
Spikos delicious.
Sepo Mokhale there. There was a bunch of other people that were introduced later on by those guys. But now, stand-up comedy grew up. Grew up. So for me, I was never really involved or excited about it at all. I just saw it as like, these guys are making jokes. How does this work? And then not. So now there was a time when I started playing on radio. I think it was on Choice FM as a DJ. When it opened. Not Choice FM, sorry man, Capricorn, just now. Capricorn FM. This was 2006 or 7, somewhere there. 2007, 6, 7, somewhere there. Prior that, we're playing on YFM. So obviously there will be jokes and clips of comedians, international comedians, but I was not like, it's not a thing for me. So now in 2008, there's a guy called Chiro Muzira. He's like, my man, we are doing a comedy, competition, scouting show. Think of Talent Search. I'm like, okay, cool. What do you want me to do? He's like, you're going to be the judge. I'm like, I think it was 2008. I'm like, okay, cool. Sure. He's like, hey, but my man, we need to start going around and looking for comics. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I know some people are funny, but, well, I don't know if you wanted the Ngachi Venda in Venda. So we go look around in Venda. I'm like, I've seen a lot of comics here in Josie. In Venda, I don't know a lot. He's like, no, we're going to do adverts on radio. We're going to do flyers. They're going to come. You guys will watch them and tell us if they're funny. If they're funny, we just do a bunch of activations. We select them, and then we make the big show. We went. We went out to Litrichat, Toyando. What's the other town? Makado, not Litrichat, Makado Njere. So, and then we picked up the best. And then after that, we had to call the main judge on the main show. You know, with talent search, you have to do a bunch of searches.
Yeah.
And on the main show, we brought in a guy called Kidiwani Mlaus to be the main judge, because us, we were not clued up about comedy. Kidiwani was already writing material, already worked at Pure Monati show.
Okay.
So that was my first experience when I realized, no, okay, this I would pick them. Hey, this joke is funny. And that's when I was like, let me make a turnaround time.
Yeah.
Don't ever stand on stage and not be funny for more than 90 seconds. I'm telling you.
That's when they say you died on stage.
You died on stage, man. Like, I mean, you don't go to board at 90 minutes. Hey, like, I mean, really. So in the comedy life, I think 90 seconds or 1 minute, there should be laughter, proper. So that is my first experience. Over the years, I started working with different comics. People might not know this. Some of the biggest shows that have been hosted here, we've hired comedians, we've hosted festivals, we've done all these things almost, like now, almost 20, what is 2008 until today? Almost 19 years now, you see.
19, yeah.
And then this new baby is not that old, but Muziwa Projects, we've been working with them with comedy shows for the past almost 5 years now. And then that's the long story short of, that's the long story short. It's the long story of it in English. Which brings us now to Laughter in Soweto. You were explaining in the beginning why you got involved in this thing, because you love jokes.
I love jokes. I saw an opportunity of doing what I love. Yeah. So I decided, no, since we've been doing this, let's rather make it a brand.
Nah.
Let's keep it going. It mustn't be a once-off thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at, like, in the next year or two, we should have an international star that we're bringing here. The comedies, to do comedy here with Muziwa Projects.
Yeah. Because already we were already involved in most of these comics and whatnot, but we were not at the directorship level or coordinator level. We'll be brought in as an element to the show, maybe as a creative element. Most of the time for me, it was just the DJ guy. There was also a DJ guy.
But at least for the past 4 years, we've been involved.
We've been heavily involved.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask us anything about this project, we know the Bible to it. You know, we know the Bible to it. We've been having meetings about this show for the past 3 months, almost every second day, every week, to make sure it's impeccable by the time we do it this Friday on the 27th. Yeah. So, the saying of having our ducks in a row, I think, they're on more rows. You know. So, I don't know, let's talk about this one specifically now.
Yeah, this one here.
It says Laughter in Soweto, but some people, the white guy is not from Soweto, this one. What happened? It says from Irishman, the wild Irish.
Yeah, it says Soweto was his grandfather's farm back then, so... Yeah. Is this ancestral?
He's got rights. He's got rights.
Yeah. So it's Friday the 27th, guys. Please come laugh with us. Enjoy yourselves. Take your girlfriends out, your wives out.
Wives.
Oh, why?
Wives.
Yeah.
In case of who? The case
of the king.
The king. Yeah, he must bring all his wives.
Yeah, so it's on the 27th of February, this coming Friday. It's in Soweto, Soweto at the Orlando Towers. I mean, we know these towers from the TV generations.
As landmarks.
Yeah, that's the landmark. And it's going to be hosted by Toles Mo.
Yeah.
And we've got the following comedians: Jay Boogie, Smokey Nyembe, Pelepele, Zikosi Tole, Kanisa Bunu, Noko Muswete, Tsekedi Manimos, Nacho, Ted the Wild Irish, Hitman, Pete and Pidopa. We got,
in fact,
12 comedians, one night, the biggest lineup.
Yeah. And then maybe let's take people through the time when we're planning this. I wanted us to, what was the thinking in the beginning? I think it was November last year when we were choosing the space, like where are we going to do this thing? in that township. It's called Laughter in Soweto, but the other one we did it at Jabulani Theatre. Soweto Theatre by
Soweto
Jabulani, next to Jabulani Mall. We had 2 shows. We had the night of Up and Coming. The night of Up and Coming was a Thursday,
it was a Thursday.
And then the main night, we had all the starings like your David Cowles and them, and all the others. You can go to archive on our socials and check. They are there. So for me, I wanted us to go back to that theatre.
Yeah.
And then we made phone calls now. Now we're starting to make phone calls. Theatre, how are you? Sure. Yeah, no. Obviously, I'm not talking to a guy called Theatre. I'm just saying the people at the theatre.
We're booked until next year, July.
Yeah, it was like, no way, we're heavily booked, we're late. We called almost all the theatres in Johannesburg.
We almost even opened that one that's closed. We said we'll renovate.
Yeah.
That's how serious
it's going
we
to
are.
trap our money. We even tried back in the day we used to do comedy shows at Stekineko Maponya opened. We called Stekineko, they're like, no, it has been closed. Obviously cinemas are closing down because of the new era of technology. At some stage I was like, man, let's find a hall. Okay, a hall, we have to redesign the thing, make it look... for some reason, we're like, okay, wait a minute, towers. But what about the towers?
Yeah.
There is a shop there under the towers, Chavpozi. Like, okay, dude, let's call them now. We call them, they're like, no, yeah, we're available. Okay, and then I was like, okay, let's have a meeting in 2 weeks' time. Then I was not available for them. You did the meeting.
I went and had a meeting with them.
And they were keen on...
They were keen, so they became partners.
They literally came on board.
Yeah, they came on board.
And then after that, explain how the others were dragged in. So we have the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture here.
Yes.
What is their role in Laughter in Soweto?
These are the guys who came. They're the people who came in with the funds to run the show.
Yeah.
They are the sponsors of the show. Yeah. Thank you to MGE, that would be Mzansi Golden Economy.
Okay.
Brought to you by Sports, Arts and Culture.
The Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. Well, they are the Chuck Norris of this.
Yeah.
And then with the web tickets, guys, this one is easy. We all know they're running the ticketing. That the tickets have been sold at Boxer stores all over the country, as well as Pick and Pay stores all over the country. In fact, it's not going to be available at the Pick and Pay by the garage.
Yeah.
You need to go to the supermarket.
Yeah, to the supermarket,
Yeah. And then alternatively, to buy your ticket, you should buy it at the gate, but it will be a bigger price. So it's better to go online and search for the show and buy it there for 150 at the entrance. And at the gate is 250 rands. And then obviously, Chavpozi, we explained why they fit in. Mozilla Projects, we did explain that. Suku Media is another partner here, or stakeholder. They are the ones who do our AVs. These are the guys who have been working with us well all along for all these years. They were capturing most of our shows, either comedy or gigs, wherever. We also assist them with their shows, boat cruises, trips up and down all over the country. They are our guys. Even now we're recording from their place. They are there. They're making sure that we say this thing, or else we'll be fired. You see, and then after this, we're also gonna go do some radio interview with their presenter in their studios here in their building, Anepa, by the Randbeck space. We also have P Sounds. P Sounds is the company that is providing us with sound. As it says, P Sounds. P Sounds
they deal with sound and stage.
Sound and stage.
Lighting. I said lightning.
Lighting. The word is Limpopo because there's too much lightning when it's rain. There's too much witchcraft. Yeah. You're scared of lightning.
Or maybe exposing myself.
Or you can create it.
I can send it.
Okay, so they do stage light and sound. Yes, Peace Sounds, we've always worked with them as well for many, many years. All these people we've had a formidable relationship with for many, 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 many years. You see, so those are our stakeholders. And we also have some people who come on board. We have people who want to do exhibitions of stalls.
Yes.
We were having meetings yesterday.
Yeah, they'll be brought by Soweto
Tourism. Yeah. And then, in fact, this show is open for everyone else who feels like the show. We are open-minded. You can come to us. It's easy. We're not stuck up like, I don't know, like others. Can I say that? We are open-minded. I mean, this product needs to go all out there. Like it's saying, the peak hour of this should be at an international level. Yeah. You see. So come through, and then I wanted to request something. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It's what day? Today we're shooting on a Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. By the time this podcast will probably be released midnight tonight. So by the time they start watching this thing in the morning, they will be looking for tickets. So and tomorrow I think it's the busiest day at shops.
Yeah, it will be the busiest day at shops.
Yeah.
Remember, month end it's here.
It's month end and whatnot. So why don't we create a special for the show and say, if they buy a ticket and show us maybe on our social media pages or WhatsApp groups or whatever and tag us, then we can give them one for free. What do you think? Would that work?
How many are they buying? If they buy two?
If they buy two, we give them one for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if they buy one, so they're halfway.
Yeah. You almost said the other name. We're going to
do you know what my thinking was? My thinking was that it's couples that are coming. So if the husband buys, it automatically buys for the wife. You see, that was my thinking. I know you were thinking, it's not for free.
No, I'm thinking
money. This is the money guy. You see, so but it can be a happy hour special. I don't know. Should we still discuss it?
Yeah, we can discuss it.
That's what I was thinking. So we'll announce it upon broadcast. So tomorrow could be an announcement in the morning when we send out the link of this podcast. So other than that, the ticket sales are there. We've got a whole lot of guests. We've got guests from Friends of Comics. We've got guests from various departments, right? We've got guests from almost friends of all the other sponsors or stakeholders.
And the newspaper, community newspaper.
Community newspapers. We've got guests of everyone else. I think if you are around the Orlando area or the Soweto area and you're not at our show, you are not rocking. I'm telling you, come Friday, we are going to laugh hectically. And then this beginning of many to come. So I don't know, my man, Mziwa.
People should start the year with laughter, man. I know it's the second month, but we're still in the beginning of the year, they should come through. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun, I promise you.
And we haven't even laughed for a year or two during COVID, so we're making up for that time.
Yeah. Hence the lineup.
Because remember, we couldn't even do, but we did do a lockdown comedy show, remember?
We did.
You can reference to our archive. And then with our handles, that look, you see, is telling us to tell you that the lockdown show was recorded at Suku Media during the lockdown.
Oh, yeah. He was the steering.
He was the steering, yeah. You see, he has been capturing us.
Thank you, Suku. Thank you, brother.
So we recorded here on the green screen. We couldn't record anywhere because we were not supposed to be anywhere. But we had certificates for traveling to do work off media, but we couldn't go anywhere. But now that we're out of lockdown, we've been out for 2-3 years now. Yeah. So I think it's time to recover, you see. So I was about to tell you about handles of the show on social medias. On Facebook, the name is this. The logo is that. Laughter in Soweto. And then on Instagram, the name is this. Laughter in Soweto. Then on TikTok, the name is the same. Laughter in Soweto. Follow us at any of those pages. And then Nippycast Podcast is there, available on Nippycast Podcast on YouTube. That's where this podcast recording will go to. I forgot what episode this would be. because there's many, and we're skipping another one, but there's a bunch of episodes. So it's not all the time where we get the numbers right because we keep tweaking and changing things. But it's a special edition, like I'm saying, with the Mudziwa project from Laughter in Soweto. What else do we have to...
When they see the comedians, when you see this brand, don't underestimate it. Someone now is underestimated us, and they're sitting, and we are playing the show on the radio station where they're working because they didn't believe.
This sounds like
You
beef.
must believe.
This sounds like beef.
Don't underestimate.
Sounds like a beef.
No, they mustn't take us for fools. We've been doing this for years. And someone just comes because now it's your first year on radio. You want to act like next month is coming. You might not have a job. You think radio is somewhere to you can put your life and say I'll die here. But anyway, it's their stupidity.
Okay, you know, when we're organizing shows, we come across a whole lot of hogwash and people taking us for granted. You know, we always keep quiet. We hardly go confront. We just move on if we are behaving like a dick, you see. So, yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say. Because, I mean, it's not only comedians, by the way. I see it with artists and DJs. You know, sometimes, because they are popular for that 1 month or 2 months. Or nowadays, with artists, it's even worse. They are popular with one song.
We bigger people who've been in this industry for years. And the treatment that we get and things that we talk about is nothing that these new boys think. You know?
Yeah, no, I've seen it. But the trick is just to always keep moving because half the time, artists by nature, they've got some over-exaggerated sense of existence because they've got fans. You know, that's the truth of the matter. Until later on, when shit hits the fan and the birds are flying south, come back donation. You see,
or they come back to us realizing that we make fans. We make them. In fact, we make them. We make artists.
Yeah, especially the new ones. They don't know who's who in the zoo. Maybe just because they're popular, they're on TikTok or whatever. And now they're out there. Then who's this? You know, but it's one of those. I wouldn't really stress about it, but I respect the ones that respect us. I respect the ones that respect us. It's not like back in the day. Back in the day, you would know, hey, this guy. Like, for example, let me give you an example of the one who used to do one of those biggest comedy shows in the States. Russell Simmons. At that time, there wasn't social media, there wasn't whatever. But the comics knew Russell. Hey, this is the guy. You want to be on that stage, this is the guy. But today, no one gives a fuck. No one cares. They will just be disrespecting the guy who's probably going to give them a show for the whole year. You get what I'm saying? Or book them for weddings and meetings.
That's the thing.
Conferences.
Man, you don't know who you're meeting. So better behave, man. Better behave.
I thought that was not going to be part of the dialogue, but since it's out there, I might as well also add on it. Because it's irritating when you're sitting there after working, we'll be like, this fool. Not saying we're the beat and all, we're just saying let's respect each other's forte. Otherwise, are we done?
We're done.
All right.
Guys, come through 27 February, Friday.
Hoping to see you there. Chaff Posey. Sure. Or should we give them the WhatsApp number? 081-283-0053. 081-283-0053. Any questions you have, drop them over there.
If you're getting lost, you want a location,
drop them over there. Hey, don't send porn. Some guy sent porn last week. Sharp, we are out.
Fucking faggot.
Sharp. Oh, that's funny. Is it too long?
Welcome to it. It's 16:01 right here on the Home of Dreamers with myself, Intombi Mzulu Mahlaba Umagwaza, with a very interesting segment this afternoon. It's all about laughter, fun, joy, and so much of entertainment. It's all about laughter in Soweto. You are tuned into the Home of Dreamers, and we are broadcasting live from Missouri Crescent, 706 Missouri Crescent, right here in Cosmo City. It's Tuesday, the 24th of February, 2026. If you're ready for fun, if you're ready for laughter, if you're ready for entertainment, listen to this.
If you need a night of pure laughter, come through to Chavpozi at Orlando Towers in Soweto on Friday, the 27th February, for a comedy show called Laughter in Soweto, hosted by myself, Toles Mo, alongside these very funny comedians, Smoky Nyembe, Noko Muswete, Zigo Sitole, Kanye Sambuno, Zikeri many more, Pele Pele, J Poogie Snacho, Ted, Wild Irish, Hitman, and Dipopa. Tickets are available at Web Tickets, Boxer stores, and Pick and Pay stores nationwide at 150 or 250 at the gate. Proudly brought to you by Mutsiwa Projects and the Department of Arts, Sports and Culture. See you there.
Laughter in Soweto, a comedy show happening on Friday, the 27th of February. I'm joined by two gentlemen who happen to be the organizers / the stakeholders of this particular comedy show. Gentlemen, good afternoon. Please introduce yourselves.
Afternoon, my name is Mutsiwa.
Good afternoon, Mutsiwa.
Yeah, afternoon, how's it?
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. My name is Nipro.
Nipro and Mr. Mudziwa, please tell us, what is this Laughter in Soweto comedy show all about? Just in a nutshell.
It's not just a typical comedy show. This one you would see on the lineup that is quite unique in terms of the numbers of people that are there and the duration. So we kind of like went around the entire township of Soweto and we're like, okay, let's see the talent here and bring in other talents from outside and make people laugh for almost a good 3 hours, I think. It's probably the longest comedy show.
Yeah, it's the longest.
Yeah, that's long, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Interesting. And can you also tell us, what stakeholders are you working with? Is it the same team or you're working with other people?
There's various people. Even you guys at this station, you're also part of our stakeholders. It's Sukum Media. Maybe that's why we're invited today, and we would like to thank you for that. But we also have P Sounds. They're providing us with audio, sound and staging.
Yeah.
We also have Chavpozi. That's the venue we are using to stage this show. It's in Orlando Towers, there by the bungee jumping place.
Right.
We also have the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, as well as the guy sitting in front of you called Mudziwa. Mudziwa comes now as Mudziwa Projects.
Interesting. And can you tell us about, maybe, are there any perks or freebies that are coming that people should look out for?
Well, I'm thinking, in fact, when I woke up this morning, I thought, let's introduce a special.
Yeah.
Maybe when people buy tickets at a specific hour on payday, which is tomorrow, let's just give them one for free. We'll discuss it with my team tonight, and tomorrow morning we'll announce, so that maybe we can increase the hype around the ticket points of sale.
Okay,
it's likely to happen, though.
All right. Can you tell us where can people get tickets?
Web Ticket, Boxer, and Pick and Pay.
That's great. Get your tickets. Laughter in Soweto happening on Friday, the 27th of February, 2026.
If you need a night of pure laughter, come through to Chavpozi at Orlando Towers in Soweto on Friday, the 27th February, for a comedy show called Laughter in Soweto, hosted by myself, Toles Mo, alongside these very funny comedians, Smoky Nyembe, Noko Muswete, Zigo Sitole, Kanye Sambuno, Zikeri many more, Pele Pele, J Poogie Snacho, Ted, Wild Irish, Hitman, and Dipopa. Tickets are available at Web Tickets, Boxer stores, and Pick and Pay stores nationwide at 150 or 250 at the gate. Proudly brought to you by Mutsiwa Projects and the Department of Arts, Sports and Culture. See you there.
Thank you so much to Mr. Nipro and Mr. Mudziwa, who joined us to just explain to us about Laughter in Soweto, a comedy show that's happening this coming Friday, the 27th of February, 2026. It's going to be amazing. So much of fun, so much of laughter. If you're into that kind of vibe, get your tickets as soon as possible because they are selling as hotcakes. We have come to the end of the sit down with them, and catch Laughter in Soweto on Friday. It's going to be happening. Good afternoon. Cheers. Bye.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Why Why are you sacrificing motivation? I'm gonna kill this one. My erectile is not dysfunctional. Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists. I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati. Winning everyone.
Nippycast